Welcome to APSSDC Java technical discussion. I am Rajendra here. Today we are so far we are discussing the conditional statements, Java statements. In the Java statements, one of them is conditional statements. Yesterday we discussed up to if statements, if else, else if, nested if, all these statements have been finished. Today we are going to discuss the loop statement. Before going to loop statements, one concept is left, that is switch statement. So, switch statement we are going to, I will complete this one. After completing the switch statement, I will go for the loop statement. So, if you see this slide, you can understand the whatever we have discussed. If statement is finished, if else statement is finished, else if statement, nested if, switch case statement is now we are going to discuss this one. So, switch statements and else if statements comes under the multi-way selection. It comes under the multi-way selection. Most languages and Java and other languages choose among several alternatives for the else if. Switch statement can be, else if statements can be replaced with the switch statement also. Both are the similar functionality. Switch statement and else if statements have the similar functionality. I will write one program, same yesterday whatever we have, I think this program you have seen the else if statement we have seen yesterday. Means if you press 1, it displays one number or Monday or Tuesday. The same program I want to convert into switch statement. Okay, we will see how it will be there if I so, switch statement example. This is comment line. I am writing here import java.lang.star. If you don't write this package also, no problem, because it is a default package. Java compiler will write. This is optional package. So, we are going to use the scanner class. For that reason, I am writing java.util.scanner semicolon class example public static void main, yes, should be capital letter, string args. So, instead of args you can write A, B, C, D also, because it is the identifier. You do not worry, because it is the identifier. It should be the predefined class. String is a predefined class and which is defined in the java.language package. Close the parenthesis, opening, beginning of the main, end of the main, end of the class. So, first create the scanner class object. Create scanner class object connected to keyboard. So, how to create scanner class? Scanner SC. Instead of SC you can write any valid reference variable. SC is the reference variable here. You will be understood what is reference variable in future sessions. System.in means connecting to the keyboard. System.in, one object is created which is connected to the keyboard, so that whatever you enter from the keyboard, that will be stored in this object. So, for next what we have to do, we need to read the value and store into the n value. So, int n equal to SC dot next int semicolon. This is used to read the value from the keyboard and stores into the left hand side variable, that is n. So, now we read the value. So, you just see here, enter n value, we entered some value. So, in the previous program we wrote if else if statement. Now, I want to write the same program for the switch statement. Switch is a keyword so this is the switch, beginning of the switch, end of the switch. In this here every switch which contain the cases, case 1 for I want to write here system dot out dot println Monday. So, every case should be we have to write the unconditional statement, that is break. For more better understandability, I am writing here. This is case 1 is ended here. Next, I want to write the case 2 also. Just I am copying this one. This is case 2. Case 2 is Tuesday. So, break. This is case 3. Case 3 is Wednesday. This is case 4 I am writing. Case 4 Thursday. So, last we have written here else invalid number. Here invalid else part I am writing like this, that is default. Default is also a keyword, default, case, these are all are the keywords, space colon. Here also we have to give the space, 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 space. System dot out dot println invalid number. Here the break is optional, so default always should be at the end. This case 1, case 2, 3, this order is not important here. This is beginning of the default, end of the default, this is end of the switch, this is end of the main, this is end of the class. So, now I have written this program switch case using switch case. Now, I need to save this program. So, EX6 I think yesterday we have written. Go to we need to save the file name. File name means we know that whatever the class name we have given here, that same class name should be given to the file name. Go to file, click on save as, Ctrl V, .java. all files. So day 7. So save, click on save. Now we have saved this Java program, Java source program. We have saved the Java source program. Now what next? Now we need to compile this program. So go to command prompt, cmd press enter. Go to D drive because my Java folder is kept inside the D drive. So cd space press enter, go to that path Java C space, what is the file name of this program? That is ex6.java. Press enter this program. Now we got one error. So we got one error. Can you identify what is the error in this program? Some semicolon is expected. Just look here. At the line 8 semicolon is expected. Our Java compiler is informing us that some error is there in this program. So one error is there. So we will rectify that error at line 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 8. So here semicolon is missing. So we got error. Again go to file, click on save. Second time we have to save only, don't go for save as. Again compile this program. Now we will see whether it is correct or not. Yes, it is compiled successfully. Next we need to execute the program now. Java space ex6, press enter. Oh, I forgot to write one thing, that is system.out.println here. Just we read the value. So no problem, I will enter one value 3 here. First we have to write system.out.println, enter any number in between, any number from 1 to 5, 1 to 4, 4 or 5, 1 to 4. Again save this one, compile it. Where we get the error system.out.print println. So one error is there, that is parenthesis opening bracket is missing. So again here, again we save this one. Yes, successfully compiled. Now execute this one. Enter any number. Now I enter 6 or 7. Invalid number, because that after 4, whatever you press enter after 4, it comes to the default match is executed. So first I entered here 1. So 1 is stored into n. Switch off 1. Wherever the 1 is there, that case is executed, means system.out.println Monday is printed. After printing this system.out.println, immediately break will execute. Break will be executed. The meaning of this break is break is a keyword and which comes under the unconditional statements or jump statements. It comes and control comes out of the switch block. That is the meaning of the break. Okay. So, if I am not writing the break, what happens we will see. I am not writing this break, I am not writing this break. Okay. Just now we will see what happens. In switch statement, if you do not write the break, what happens now we will see. Save this program. Execute, enter any number. I entered 1. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Actually, it has to display only Monday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday also displaying, because I am not writing any break statement. Automatically next following statements also will be executed directly. After break only, it is control coming out of the switch block. So, this is break is mandatory for every switch case statement. So, you have to write the break here. Break semicolon, break semicolon, break semicolon. So, next, so we will see the next this slide. So, every switch statement can be replaced with the else if statements also. The switch statement, now we have seen the program. The switch statement allows us to program a structure to choose among many different alternatives. Okay. The switch statement consists of one or more alternatives called cases. Case is a keyword here. Case, break, switch, these are all the keywords. So, multi-way expressions. This is a switch, whatever the match is cased matched, then that block only will be executed. Remaining blocks are remaining cases are skipped. This is a syntax for the switch case. This is a syntax for the switch case. After writing the case, you have to write any constant numbers or integer numbers or characters, but not the float. You cannot write the float or string here in the case. Even you cannot declare the for the switch expression, you cannot declare the float or double or string, because it only accepts integer characters only, numerics only. With a decimal it won't accept. So, next, case is a label. Case label present integral values to match the switch statement expressions. Case labels present integral values to match the switch statement expression. The default label is a special type of case label. Default is a special type of label. Case label, the program executes the default when cannot match the values in other case labels. It is just like a else statement in the if statement. Each case label and the default label should end with a break statement to leave the switch once the program finds a matching value. If you do not write the break, all the cases will be executed, but the last case is optional, because in the last case our default break is optional. Okay. But default is not mandatory for every switch case, but it is recommended to write. If there is no need to write a default, no problem, syntactically it will be fine. It is optional only. We can build multi-valued case statements by using the case labels. This is the diagrammatic representation of the switch statement flow. This is the case exit. Whenever the one case is executed, control comes out of the all the block of the switch case. So, this is the switch statement. So, some rules also there. You cannot write the float or a double for the switch case. For example, we have seen one here, instead of int n, if you write the float n, it leads to error. You cannot write. You cannot write here, because float is not allowed in switch case. Double also same. Double also you cannot write for the switch. Switch case won't allow the numeric means floating point values. It only allows integer, character. Character is allowed, char also allowed, but not the float double. This is the example program for the switch case. So up to now we finished control statements, that is conditional statements is finished. Now the next one is loops. Loops are to be discussed now. So loops means up to now we executed, if you see here to the board, I will explain you. If statement, statement 2. Next I am writing here another if else switch statement, expression, after if the condition is true, the condition is true, now the control will be executed the body of the if block, body of the if block. Okay. Once it is executed, control comes out of the this else part is kept. Okay. Again, if I want to execute the same statements repeatedly, it is not possible. It is not possible. It execute only once. Okay. Here also same thing. After executing this one, it control comes out of the switch block. Out of the switch block. If I want to execute repeatedly the same block, it is not possible. It is not possible by using the conditional statements. So, if you to avoid such kind of problem, sometimes if you want to execute the same kind of statements repeatedly, you want to execute same kind of statements repeatedly. For example, I want to display display second table, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 2, up to 10 times, up to 20, 2 10s are 20, means 10 times I have to write the statements. If you are using the loop statements, no need to write 10 times. If you write only single statement, if you write the formula logic, that will be fine by using the loop statements. No need to write several times. Another example, I want to display 1 to 100, 1 to 100 or 1 to 1000, such kind of, no need to write the every 1000 statements, just write only once. Okay. So, 1000 times we can make the condition there. You will be now you will understand the, now I will explain one example program, and before going to the example program, now we will see the what are the loops definition, what are the types of the loops. Okay. Each loop we will write one program. Okay. Now see the loops slide, just see this slide. We executed statements in the same order. Up to now we executed the statements same order. Statements executed only once, meaning of that one is statements executed only once. But if you want to execute the same statements or instructions repeatedly until some condition is satisfied, okay, this mechanism is called looping statements. These looping statements is also called as repetitive statements, is also called as repetitive statements. Definition of the loops are a group of statements or a single statements execute several times repeatedly until some condition is satisfied. A group of statements or single statement execute several times repeatedly until some condition is satisfied. That is the definition of the loops. Some group of statements are executed several times until some condition is satisfied. The same statements will be executed. Once it is executed, again control go back and check the condition. The condition is true, again it will be executed. So, how many times this repetition continues? It continues while a condition is true. When the condition becomes false, control comes out of the loop. The moment it will become false, it is false, the control JVM comes out of the loop. A loop consists of two parts, one is control statement and the other one is body of the loop. I repeat, a loop consists of two parts, one is control statement and the other one is body of the loop. A loop consists two parts, one is control statement and the other one is body of the loop. We have three types of loops. We have four types of loops. One is for loop, while loop, do while loop and for each loop in Java. So, first we go for the for loop. It is used to execute the statements repeatedly for a fixed number of times. It is used to execute the statements repeatedly for a fixed number of times. So, I will write one simple program based on the loops. So, example program on for loop. Example program on for loop. import java.lang.star. If you don't write also no problem for this default package. Class loops public static void main string arg so for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. System dot out dot println of I. So, now I want to print from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or 1 to 1000, just I am writing. No need to write 1000 times this statement. If you write single only once, that is enough, but you should know about the for loop, or if you know, you should understand about the looping statement, then only you can use this technique. Control C. Now save this program, save as, first time save as, go for save as. So loops dot java. So now we have saved successfully. Now go to command prompt cls java c space loops dot java, compile it. Yeah, it is compiled successfully. Now execute this one, java space loops 1 to 10, it is printed 1 to 10. Okay. So first one is assigned to initialized to A, one is initialized to I. Okay. Next the condition is checked, 1 is less than or equal to 10, condition becomes true. I plus plus means post increment operator. Post increment means after execution of that value, then only this loop that is incremented. So first time it will become true, it will be executed. Once it is executed, again control go back, I plus plus means that incremented value 2 is compared with 10, it will be true. So this repeats until the I becomes 11. Until I becomes 11, the moment it becomes 11, it is a false. Now this condition becomes false, control comes out of the for loop. Okay. So now we will see the PPT of this one. As long as a condition is true, control comes out of the loop. The moment condition is false, control comes out of that loop, and here for is a keyword. So keyword means it should be small letter only. This is a syntax of the for loop. This is the syntax of the for loop. For initialization, condition and updation. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 3 are the body of the for loop. It is a body of the for loop. This is beginning of the for loop. This is end of the for loop. This is a syntax. So this is the control statement. Now we discussed that loop statements contain the control statements also. Okay, this is the control statement. Second one is the body of the statements, body of the loop. This is the control statement. Second one is the body of the loop. If the condition becomes true, only body of the loops are executed. If the condition becomes false, this body of the loops will not be executed. Okay. Here the statement n is not a part of the for loop. Whether it is true or false, statement n is executed. If there is only single statement, here braces are optional. If you do not write braces also, no problem. These braces are optional. Okay. If there is no braces are there, means that for loop contains only one statement. If there is no braces are there, means it indicates that for loop contains only one statement. Though you are writing so many statements, there is no braces, means it takes only one statement as a part of this loop. Next, this is a flow chart of the for loop. This is a flow chart of the for loop. This is the program explanation. Expression 1 means initialization, expression 2 means condition, expression 3 means updation. Okay. This is the body of the for loop. The condition true, only this body of the for loop is executed. If the condition becomes false, control comes out of the for loop. So, in for loop we can use the comma operator also. So, sometimes you can use, if you know about the comma operator properly. So, that is, if you want to write so many expressions in the for loop, you can use the comma operator also. You can use the comma operator also. So, programmers often use a type of expression called comma expression in for loop. A comma expression is a compound expression containing two or more sub expressions separated with a comma and evaluated left or right. Left or right. Okay, you can use, after writing the comma, you can write the some more expression also, but two semicolons are mandatory in for loop. Two semicolons are for loop demands the two semicolons. So, first we see the components of the for loop. First, initialization. It is an assignment statement that is used to set the loop control variable. Initialization means, if you see this is nothing but a initialization. This is nothing but a initialization. It is an assignment statement that is used to set the loop control variable. Okay. This is an initialization. Next, second one, condition. It is a relational expression. Condition is a relation expression that determines when the loop exists. Okay. Condition means, here we can, it will be known to how many times this loop should be executed. That condition we write here. Okay. Here 10 means 10 times it will be executed. 100 means 100 times it will be executed. Next, updation. it defines how the loop control variable changes each time the loop is repeated. Okay. This, if you do not write this updation, it will becomes the infinite loop, because if you do not write this one, every time I will be 1 only, so it becomes true only. So it leads to infinite if you do not write the updation here. Condition and updations are very important in for loop. So we will write one another program, that is Fibonacci series. I will write another program. Example program for loop. Fibonacci, generate the Fibonacci series. So first write the packages, import java.util.scanner, import java.lang.star. If you don't write this also, no problem, this is default package, class Fibonacci, public static void main next scanner equal to new scanner system.in system.out.println, enter n value, so read n value, n equal to dot nextInt. sc.nextInt means which is used to read the value and stores into the left hand side variable n. So also declare the variables. I want to declare one variables here, int a comma b comma c semicolon, a b c semicolon. Next, so we know that a value means first a value is 0, initialize the values, b equal to 1, zero 1. Next, display this one, system.out.println. I will explain about this Fibonacci series after writing this one. System.out.println b, here n means how many numbers you want to display, that is n value. So a b values 0 1 is printed on the screen. Next, go for the for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n minus 2, because already we displayed the two values, I plus plus. A equal to C equal to A plus B. Once it is displayed, system.out.println of C. Next A equal to B, B equal to C. Now we will see the output and end of the main, end of the class. I will explain. First I will let me check this program. Fibonacci series, Java C, fib.java. Java space fib 5 0 1 1 2 3. Okay. So just look this program. So first Fibonacci series means it has to display like this 0 1 1 0 1 1 2 3 and so on. How many values? 1 2 3 4 5. So we n equal to 5 means up to 3 it has to display. So how this logic will be designed means, first two values we know that 0 1 we know already, because every Fibonacci series starts with 0 1 0 1. So 0 1 we displayed, 0 1 displayed, that is just simply we have displayed the system.out.println A and B. There is no confusion here. There is no confusion here, system.out.println A B, because A equal to 0, B equal to 0, 1 we already defined. Okay. So we displayed here 0 1. After displaying 0 1 here, if you want to generate the next series, what we have to do here? Combine the first two values, means add the first two values. Add the first two values, you will get the next term, means 0 plus 1. So 1 you will get. So to get this logic, we are using the for loop here, that is for int I equal to 0, 1, I less than or equal to, how many times you have to display? 5, that is 5 times. So already you displayed the two terms, first two terms already displayed. First two terms already you displayed. So I am writing here -2. So we need to write the updation, right? I plus plus. So total how many times? 5 terms you have to display, 1 2 3 4 5. So we are writing the for loop here. Next, beginning of the for loop. Now in the body you have to write the logic, that is this is A B, you get this one, this first two terms should be added, A plus B, A plus B. Where you have to store, that is C, C equal to A plus B. So once it is added that first two terms in C, display the term, that is system dot out dot println of C. This is displayed. This is displayed. Next, we have to come to the next term. Now I have to display this term, that is I equal to I plus plus, that is 2 value, I value is 2 now, 2 less than or equal to 3. So condition becomes true. Next, so so this is A and B. So to interchange this A and B, I am writing A equal to B, B equal to C. Close here. Once it is displayed, A equal to B means A value comes here, B value comes here, and C value comes here. So A equal to B, B means what? B means initially it was 1, 1 is stored into A, 1 is stored into A. B equal to C means initially it was 1. So again it will be C equal to A plus B, 1 plus 1, that is 2. To get the next term, C equal to A plus B means you will get the 2. Again same, add these two terms and you will get the next term. This is the logic for that one. This is the logic for this one. This is called Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. This is the output we got here. We have seen this program. Another program is prime number or not, whether the given number is prime number or not. So this we will write this program. Prime number means we know that that number should be divisible by only that number itself. Import java.util.scanner, import java.lang.star, class prime, public static void main string args. So first create the object for the scanner class. SC equal scanner SC equal to new scanner class, new scanner system.in system.out.println, enter n value, int n equal to sc.nextInt. So we read the value. Now we are checking whether this number is prime number or not. Int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n I plus plus. If condition we have to check, because we know that whether that number is divisible by that number or not. If it is divisible by 1, then count plus plus means here another variable should be declared, count int count equal to 0. Okay. So how many times this if the prime number is there, it will be divisible by 2 times only. That is, first one is it is divisible by that number and 1. So, if n count double equal to 2, then it is prime number. System dot out dot println, it is prime number. Else system dot out dot println, it is not a prime number, not a prime number. This is the program for the prime number or not. First, what we are doing here, first we are reading the value from the keyboard and storing into whatever you want to be tested, the prime number or not. That number is stored into n. So, we know that logic means prime number means it will be divisible by 2 times, from 1 to that number, 1 to that number we are checking, all the tables we are checking here from 1 to that number. So, n is percentile I means we are checking it is divisible or not. If it is divisible, then count is incremented by 1. If it is not divisible, this if condition will not be executed. Again it goes to next iteration. Okay. Instead of writing here count equal to count plus, also you can write. First we will test dot java prime, that class name dot java. Now compile this one, java c space prime dot java, next java space prime, enter n value. Now I want to check whether it is prime number or not. 5, I enter to 5, it is a prime number. Okay. I will check another number, 8, not a prime number. Okay. So, 8 is not a prime number, it is divisible by more than 2 times, because one table also it is divisible, 1 into 8 equal to 8, second one is 2 into 4 equal to 8, next that number. So, it is not prime number. If you take the 5 here, 5 here, just look here. If you take a 8 number, it is how many times it will be divisible by, it is divisible, that is 1 into 8 equal to 8, that is 1. Next 2 into 4 equal to 8, that is 2. Next 8 into 1 equal to 8. So, total 3 times. So, it is 8 is not a prime number. If you take 5, n equal to 5, how many times it will be divisible, that is 1 into 5 equal to 5. Second one, 5 into 1 equal to 5, only 2 times, then only it is prime number. So, that is the logic for this one. So, if you have any doubts also, just send your doubts to rajendra.apssdc@gmail.com. This is my email. So, you can send your doubts to this email ID, rajendra.apssdc. Thank you all. You just practice, and we will see the next session of the other looping statements. Thank you.